Randall Cunningham is their leader. In front of him, a rebuilt and very effective offensive line. Thompson and Antone Davis, the tackles. Shad and Floyd, the guards, and Dave Alexander, the veteran, at center. Herschel Walker, Heath Sherman, Fred Barnett, Calvin Williams, and Mark Bavaro, the tight end.
I think he got a good spot there. That's about where it should be.
Second and goal, and Sherman dives in for the touchdown. First and goal from the 9-yard line. Cunningham, blocker in front, touchdown. There is a flag on the field.
That's too bad there's a flag on that. That was a very well-designed play, kind of fun to watch, and a little altercation afterwards because Lorenzo Lynch took a little shot at Randall Cunningham's back.
No chance Phoenix was offsides, is there?
Well, I think you got enough guys in the white uniform saying they're offsides. Offside! Penalty is refused.
Touchdown. And Randall Cunningham, with that touchdown run of 9 yards, went over 4,000 yards rushing in his career, the first quarterback in NFL history to do so.
This is kind of the counter tray with a quarterback. They pull the backside guard, they pull the backside tackle, and, you know, Randall, I know your knee's feeling a lot better, but take your 6 points, get into the end zone, and score. And he's going to be a big part of this offense for a long time.
Broderick Thompson really cleared that left side for him, too. Here's first and goal. Hebron from the 5. Hebron is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Okay, pretend it's July. Somebody would ask you, opening game, Phoenix at Philly. Who's the featured rookie running back that's going to make this place go crazy? You'd say Garrison Hurst, and boy, would you be wrong. Von Hebron is
scares me. That's just what they're doing. Second and goal. Play fake. Cunningham, Bavaro, touchdown, Eagles. There's a medical marvel, Mark Bavaro.
I'll tell you, he is a complete tight end. Bavaro is one of the real tough guys in this game.
Ball at the 40, 4:22 remaining. Barnett left, Williams to the right, Bailey also to the right. Cunningham comes right, goes deep for Victor Bailey. He's open, caught, touchdown. They victimized Mike Pryor.
And I'll tell you who else they victimized with Reggie White. Reggie White was there. He had the pass rush. He was free. Randall Cunningham got by.
How you call them if you can't practice it?
I haven't figured out how you call them when your court gets tangled up. Just holding your plays.
Calvin Williams off to the races from Cunningham. 80 yards. No flags, and the Eagles bite right back.
That's the way they answer him. We're talking about adjustments. That wasn't a good Redskin defensive adjustment. This is the longest pass reception of Calvin Williams' career. You see, it was just man-to-man on A.J. Johnson. He got away from Johnson. The safety was up, and he just outran everyone. To the call, to the cadence, to the to the hard count, more than that head bob.
3rd and 9. Eagles showed blitz momentarily, then picked off. Eric Allen strolled in for the Eagle touchdown.
I'll tell you, Clyde Simmons made the big play. That's why Kerry Conklin is down. Clyde Simmons took an inside move on Joe Jacoby, and he hit Conklin. In fact, he knocked him out just as he throws the ball. Watch, here's Simmons here. He's going to take an inside move right there. Now watch him as he just comes through. He's going to take an inside move. He gives a club to the inside, right up there. Made Conklin throw it. Probably couldn't even see Eric Allen. Threw it when he didn't want to.
His head bounced off the artificial turf. And he was just dizzy momentarily. He didn't see Eric Allen. Walker's the lone setback this time. He picks up the blitz. Touchdown, Eagle. Calvin Williams, second of the day.
In the end zone.
10 seconds left. Cunningham to throw it. He's got some room to run. If he does, in the end zone, touchdown. Calvin Williams, third of the day. With 4 seconds left. Cunningham to Williams. Barr lined up for the extra point. I'm not sure you can hear anybody. Extra point is good. 35-31.
Calvin Williams' third touchdown. I'll tell you, did Randall Cunningham have pass protection? Cunningham in this second half has been very calm, very confident. He's thrown some great passes. That was one of them. But I'll tell you, his pass protection on this drive and on that play, his pass protection was excellent. Watch the protection and the time that he has here. In fact, you even said if he wanted to, he could have run. But look, time, pump, look, and then finally find Calvin Williams in the back of that end zone. But I'll tell you, you give it to the coach, you give it to the quarterback, you give it to the receiver, but you got to give just a little slice of it to the offensive line.
You really do.
It's a little windy here today, but that doesn't bother a throw like that. Here's Walker.
He bounced to the outside and rambles into the end zone.
Herschel Walker never lost his balance from 8 yards out.
And that's the one thing about Herschel Walker, and the one thing you learn on playing against Herschel Walker is you have to wrap him up. They had him stopped in the inside, and he bounced out. They should have had him stopped again.
To get him before, but hasn't been successful. He could break some things. Here's Cunningham, chased by Marshall. Downs it. Incomplete. Incomplete pass. Arm was going forward.
And Cunningham's hurt.
Randall Cunningham has to limp to the side.
Yeah, he's hurt. I mean, he didn't get in position to take that thing. He wasn't a runner. He started to run, and then he tried to get rid of the ball, and he got hit at that point between being a runner and being a passer. I think if he were a runner, he would have been all right. But you see, he jumped and tried to throw the ball, and one guy had him down below, and one guy had him up above.
In there. Third down. Brister to throw it. Outside to Bavaro. Touchdown. Limp to the sideline and is out of the Jet defensive setup now.
And Jeff Loggeman is playing on this side now.
Jet. Touchdown, Calvin Williams from Brister. Brister's second of the day from 11 yards out. The Eagles this time take advantage of the turnover.
Tell you, that's how turnovers kill you. You know, it's not only that you lose the ball, the other team gets the ball, good field position, they get pumped up, come back and make big plays.
First and goal, Eagles. That's going to be Hebron. Touchdown. No penalties, no flags. A one-point game at the moment.
And that's the way to celebrate in the National Football League. You know, it's kind of refreshing to see a veteran like, you know, I mean, the way we see so many celebrations, to see a rookie free agent come in, score a touchdown, just hand it to the official. When it goes all the way down, you know, you see that part of it. And I know until this is the second sunset I've ever seen. The first one was when we were doing a game in Dallas.
I remember, I've seen a lot more than that.
No, I've never seen it where it goes all the way down.
A science and fake is a good one. His pass is not. It's picked off by Eric Allen. Allen still spinning, still finding room, and Allen comes out of the pack. Eric Allen still on his feet. Eric Allen at the 40. Allen is going to go all the way. Eric Allen steps into the end zone, and the Eagles are ahead from 94 yards away.
They're taking it to the house. That was an unbelievable play.
Unbelievable run. Look who's in the dugout, in the tunnel. Randall Cunningham.
They gave Randall Cunningham the ball. Eric Allen was down. He was hurt. He comes back.
Eric Allen. The book says 94 yards and a touchdown on that return. And the sun is still out for Philadelphia. Almost down maybe for the Jets.
There it is. We just saw a sunset.
35-30. And this is the play maybe of the year, regardless of whatever else happens.
Well, like I was saying, you start off with the good coverage and then the catch, and then you cap it off with this great run. And then we talked about how Randall Cunningham was injured early in the game, has a broken leg. Eric Allen handed that ball to Randall Cunningham.
He's had all week to prepare for this one, and it's a little bit different situation being a starter than it is being a relief man. But he gets it paid off with a touchdown to Calvin Williams. That'll make him feel just a little bit better about his afternoon.
And there go the back-to-back shutouts by the Chicago defense. The Eagles avoid the shutout. They get on the board. O'Brien into the end zone. Caught. Bavaro. Touchdown. 13 yards. Mark Bavaro. And the Bavaro grab comes with 5:56 remaining in the ball game.
Play action. Over to Walker. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
For the Eagles, they've converted only 1 of 5 third down. Play action pass. O'Brien has time. Lost it for the end zone. Touchdown. Calvin Williams. Tight ends, Bavaro and Johnson. That's Johnson in motion. And O'Brien's going to throw for the end zone. Drills it complete. Calvin Williams has the Eagle touchdown.
Hebron, touchdown. Joseph on the wing. Play action. Touchdown, James Joseph. Joseph. James Joseph coming off the wing comes up with a go-ahead points.
Very nice call by Richie Kotite. Comes out and goes to that 3 tight end set. Then they flood the zone, which he knows he's going to get down there to try to shrink that field, and finds Joseph, the last man in that trail position.
They haven't been here very often. Second and goal. Fake to Sherman. Brister throws into the end zone. The catch is made. Touchdown, Mark Bavaro. Good fake by Brister. Good move by Bavaro to get off the line of scrimmage. And this guy knows that all of a sudden, if we have a successful extra point, his team is less than a touchdown ahead in that pattern. First and goal. And again, the Eagles in a situation they love to be in and have been successful in all but one time this year on first and goal. And again, they get it in. This time it's Bavaro for the touchdown.
Number two for Bavaro.
Credit Brister with a good scramble and then directing Bavaro to continue his pattern. The Eagles, the team that just won't die.
55 for the season, most receptions by an NFC running back, and Brister throws, touchdown! Calvin Williams with the touchdown reception. Bart, this is a blank.
Sherman again. This time there's room. Touchdown.
Heath Sherman with a touchdown run for the Eagles.
So Heath Sherman comes into the game for the first time, gets nothing, and then a score. That is the first Eagle touchdown in the first quarter since opening day.
A long drive. It's Bavaro in the slot.
Brister over the middle, wide open, Williams, touchdown. And it looked like the Colts were changing defenses right as the ball was snapped, and somebody blew it.
Tackles against the Giants in the losing effort. He's still bothered by that staph infection in his knee, but what a competitor. Brister, line shot complete. Touchdown, Michael Young.
Michael Young runs it down and in on third and long. He catches the corner sitting alone in between the zones. When you play the zones, you always play the gray area. Jimmy Spencer breaks over the top, and a poor job by Keith Taylor, the safety, of taking a bad angle to the football.
They're at the 11-yard line. Brister's got a man wide open. Walker, touchdown.
Walker may not have won that fight, but he just got a big victory right here.
Second and 10, New Orleans. At their own 29. Walsh, and it's picked off by Eric Allen. He'll score. Touchdown.
Eric Allen, number 21 of the Eagles, is a big play guy. And what he does well is anticipate. Watch him break underneath early. He makes the break on the ball before Early gets into the pattern. And then it's clear sailing and 6 points.
Fifth interception of the season for Eric Allen.
That's what they do well.
Third in the yard. Jim Wilkes comes in to make it a 4-down line situation. Lay fake. Brister. Touchdown, Mark Bavaro. terrific call by Richie Kotite.
Second and 4 as we're back live at the 20-yard line. He waltzed the quarterback, and the leap of Mike Buck was ineffective. But that's picked up by Allen again, and will walk in. Touchdown, Eagles. Intended for Torrance Small. Eric Allen again sniffed that out all the way. His 4th touchdown of the season on 6 pickoffs. And that ties an NFL record for the All-Pro quarterback, number 21.
Well, what he did was ran the route for him. And you can credit Walsh for looking all the way, and you can credit Eric Allen for great anticipation, seeing it and making the break before the ball was ever thrown.
Returning it out to the 34-yard line.
Well, Eric Allen is in zone. Now see, Walsh never looked anywhere except one spot, and that's exactly what Eric Allen was reading. Now they went to zone, and all he did was he read the quarterback and then dropped and made the break on the ball before it was thrown.
Fitz with the blitz. You'll see a lot of it tonight from Philadelphia. He picked up enough for the first, and Steve Young under pressure loses the ball. It is a live football. It is Byron Evans who picks it up and goes in for the touchdown. William Thomas created the fumble, and it's run in for a touchdown by the Eagles.
No question, last week Houston kind of got the word out. The 49ers had a tough time dealing with Houston's blitz. 2 times in a row now Philadelphia brings the blitz. William Thomas, no one to pick him up, Dan.
No, they didn't even have a man assigned to him, and if they did, it was a blown. Watch the left side of your screen. Thomas is going to come off the corner. Nobody even gives him a good look. Looks like Guy McIntyre, the left guard, saw him at the last minute.
Right side.
3rd and 9. 12 minutes to go in the half. Eagles lead by 7. Brister to a wide open Williams for a touchdown.
Boy, and this you don't want to see, even if you've got things locked up. Even if you don't have to worry about home field or whatever. Philadelphia just moving up and down this field at almost a will.
Well, we've got
Making
2
mistakes.
things. We've got a couple things. We've got some confusion in the 49er secondary. We've also got a slip. One of their safeties slips back in the back of the end zone. We ought to get a look at it right there. I think it's Tim McDonald who slipped and went down to the ground. Football.
3rd and 7 from the 8. Eagles lead by 14. All-out jailbreak blitz, and a flag down as Young catches it for the touchdown. Inside of Eric Davis.
Davis, I think, drew the flag, and it was a real fine pass by Brister, throwing it low where no way Davis could battle through it to get the deflection or the interception.
Pass interference, number 25 of the defense.
What you got is a really nice move by Michael Young, who makes it look like he's going to run a fade. Never had to break stride.
1st and 10 from the 21. Backside screen to Herschel Walker. Inside the 10, Herschel Walker for the touchdown.
What a well-designed play. A fake screen to the right. 49ers went for it all the way. Brister with a terrific fake. And then back across the field to Herschel Walker.
Boy,
nice work, Rich.
He just runs right through the tackle of Merton Hanks.
What a fine series by Brister.
And how quickly this place got quiet.
Take a look at that again. Look at the little fake screen to the right. Now back to the other side. Walker with a good fake on that block. Picks up the one-man screen. It's a good block.
Ruzek for the point after Walker gets into the end zone for the 4th time this season for the shaken up Ruzek. And this one is good.
What a tribute to this Philadelphia Eagles team.
You bet.
You got to feel good for him.
Kind of a symbolic ending to their season. The guy gets hurt. They've been battered and bruised and have hung in there all season long. And Ruzek very much the symbol of that.
You got to feel good for Richie Kotite and his ball club.